Okie dokie. I don't know how I feel about this episode. Like, it wasn't bad, definitely not as bad as last time. It was to the point that I thought about not even doing a reaction video. It left so little of an impact on me that I don't really know what I can really talk about. There are some things that I did decide I wanted to say. So here we are, let's just dive right into it. So the part with Adrian crying was cute, but I didn't think, like, how did they know the guards would immediately drop whatever it was they were doing to try to make Adrian feel better? Also, why was Weiss fighting the guards over her suitcase anyway? Like, they don't seem like the smartest people. I don't think they would have noticed Maria was in there.
They know too about
We're on board.
What the fuck?
Blake, you're up.
What do you do? They don't have earpieces. Like, you can see in these shots, they're not wearing earpieces. What are they doing this for? And even if, when did they have time to go out and get earpieces? And if they really do have earpieces, why are they doing this in the first place? Putting your hand up to your head and talking looks way more suspicious than just using your phone. And they use their phones. That's how, you can see that's like, their earpieces are connected to that. That's stupid. I can't get over that. They've never done this kind of thing before throughout the whole series, and suddenly it's just, now we're on an espionage thing. What's espionage? Earpieces. It's dumb, and it's only distracting. Like, they could have just had their phones on speakerphone. I don't think the earpiece thing really matters. Are they better? I'm a little bummed, because I feel like we missed a story that could have been really compelling between Yang and Blake, but we had to take time away to go stare at the giant para statue. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it. But, like, yeah, like, seeing their, like, weird little argument thing back in the RWBY estate, like, that was really compelled with that. The thing they're trying to be friends again, but there's still these grievances that they're hung up on. And I feel like it just kind of got dropped, and they kind of just reached a new conclusion. It's a bit of a bummer, because I want to see these characters grow with each other. We've seen how they are as best friends, but I want to see how they are when their friendship is tested, or when there's new baggage behind them. I kind of wish we would have seen Weiss take out the guards, or if they did it this way, to do it just a little bit faster. Because it was to the point where she walks off screen and then she does her thing. I thought my screen had just froze. Like, I didn't realize it was still playing. We just linger on that one shot for, like, a little too long. For some reason, just none of the comedy really landed with me in this episode. I don't know, they've had funny moments in this volume before, but nothing here really got to me. Like, especially Maria and Weiss interacting with each other. Like, I understand how it was supposed to be funny, it just didn't land with me at all. Though there was one line that I really did like, right here with Weiss saying,
Cordo's onto us, and Maria isn't helping!
I really like Cordo's giant mech suit that she's going to fight the RWBY girls with. Though I feel like the introduction of it took a little too long. Like, it was building, I'm like, I'm hyped, it's happening! And then it's like, okay, now show it to me. And it's like, yeah, no, okay, just show it to me. Jeez Louise. Yeah, so, just weird pacing in this episode. Whoa! Adam's back! Right after I complained that he was gone. Too bad literally everyone in the world spoiled that for me. Yeah, it wasn't even like normal people or anything like that. It was roosterteeth. Like, all over Twitter and everything. Like, watch the next episode, 'cause fucking Adam's here. Fuck you. I don't give a shit about spoilers. Roosterteeth is bad about that kind of shit on Twitter. It's just nonstop Adam and Genlock. I don't give a fuck about Genlock! So, I know he lost his, or at least just dropped his mask in his, like, character short in the beginning of the volume. Why, though? Is it because he's not part of the White Fang anymore? I am really curious to see if there's something underneath his whole bandana mask thing that he's wearing there. Like, he has fucked up goat eyes or something. I don't know. Okay, that right there. That's how you do that. RWBY has this thing where characters will often, like, just clash their swords together. Good example, Crow and Raven during the fight at Haven. They just stick their swords together, and then they, like, chat or whatever. And they just hold their swords next to each other the whole time. But it's always dumb looking, because, like, you can move. You can pivot and swivel your sword or move your body. There's things you can do. They should always clash together, push forward, and then push away to continue fighting. Here, she, like, you can see that. She's, like, turning, and he's turning with her, and she's grabbing his, like, handle of his sword. That's how you do that. That is 11 out of 10. Jeez Louise, how is Adam moving around so fast? Does he have, like, is teleporting his semblance or something? So yeah, that was the episode. Like, my last reaction video was like 20 minutes long. This one's gonna be like 10, I'm thinking. Because, like, there's just not much to say. It was a nice setup. I'm excited for the next episodes. We only got, what is this, episode 10? We only got 3 more left, so I'm eager to see what happens. I'm eager to see how they handle Cordo and her mech, and how they handle Adam fighting Blake. It's an interesting culmination, but this episode was just kind of there. Like, not much really to say. It was a good setup episode, but, like, maybe because the comedy didn't land with me at all, or nothing really got done. Yeah, I'm struggling to find words, because there's not much really to say. I'm glad Adam's back, but I guess while we're here, I'll mention how much of a not character Adam is to me. I don't give a fuck about Adam. He played a major role in the Black trailer, and I was excited. And then he didn't show up in the show proper until the literal last second of Volume 2. And even then, we don't see him anymore until the attack on Beacon in Volume 3. So they brought him in and hyped him up and then just haven't used him at all. And after Volume 3, he was compelling to me. He is clearly beyond ruthless. He's the most ruthless character out of all of the villains we've seen thus far, because he doesn't care. He kills just indiscriminately, and he hates, and he doesn't forgive, and he's clearly very damaged. Like, seeing him, like, stab Blake, cut off Yang's arm, seeing just the lengths he's going to, he's probably the most threatening villain we have, and then they don't use him. And then I lost all respect for his character during Volume 5, because he shows up at Haven, and he, like, plasters bombs everywhere, and I'm like, just set off the charges. He doesn't really give a fuck about Hazel, and he doesn't really care about what Hazel's doing. He doesn't really care about furthering Salem's plans. He just wants everyone dead. I wouldn't be surprised if he just set off the charges as soon as he got there, but basically it was just a glorified threat that never came to fruition. Why doesn't he fight in there with Hazel? Speed things up, get him out of there, and then he can set off the charges. Because that's what he cares about. He just kind of shows up and stands around and does nothing. And the thing that really did it was Blake shows up, they monologue at each other for a little bit, and then she takes him down with one punch. Like, he's that much of a glass cannon, one fell swoop, and he's just, like, done. He runs away like a baby. They had this masterful, ruthless character, and then just undermined him so much. To the point that now, like, I saw the Adam character short, and I just rolled my eyes. It seems so pointless now, because first of all, I didn't need to see it. I didn't care about his backstory, because I can assume he's just was a normal guy at some point in time, and then became the murderous asshole he is, just based off of insanity. I feel like the character shorts were just made so they can show off the characters in their old outfits in the new engine, but whatever. Adam coming back. He is a threat. He is an interesting threat, but they've mishandled him so much that I don't really care. Hopefully, with this episode and the upcoming episodes, they can change my mind on that. Because this confrontation has been a long time coming. Alright, yeah, I guess that's it. And I'm excited for the next episodes. So, if you want to do me a favor, give me a like, comment, and maybe subscribe. If you're gonna, in the comments, what did you think? Did you think this episode was funny? What are your opinions on Adam? Because that was what most of this reaction ended up being, I guess. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.